instrument. Wonder what this could be. Let's get rid of the box. So, out of the box comes a little literature book here on what they have to offer. There is a very inexpensive guitar cord and a truss rod adjustment Allen wrench. A very basic nylon strap, and it looks like a guitar pick. This isn't a guitar, and it has a very light duty gig bag that is kind of a nice little dust cover. Very, very light duty. Now, all the other stuff is just extra and nothing that I was interested in. What was interesting to me was what is in this little foam shroud. And see if I can get it out of here. It's already trying to rip through. I've been chasing sounds lately, and one of the sounds that has always intrigued me was the sound of a fretless bass. And I had looked for fretless basses more off than on, mainly used. Looking at the local guitar stores, there are 3 in town. There used to be 4. And when I found one, occasionally when I found one, they were out of my price range, especially just to try it. A fretless bass sometimes has lines on the fretboard to simulate where the frets should be if there were frets there. This only has side dot markers, and those side dots, I think, are where the dots would be on a normal fretboard. So it doesn't show you exactly where that fret would be. You have to kind of learn as you go. Almost in tune. Anyway, this fretless bass, and I decided on a natural finish. It's what they call their Burlywood. It's actually basswood. Not a bad. Looks like a 3-piece body. Maple neck. Satin finish on there, and it is supposed to be a rosewood fretboard. A headstock that is reminiscent of a Fender, but a little different. And it's got the great big bass tuning keys there on open gear tuners. Real basic tuners, it looks like. This bass, brand new, delivered to my door, was $119.99. Holy cow. It's just, that's a shocking price to me. Delivered. Because usually delivery of some kind of a guitar type instrument, because the packages are so long, so big, those are like $80, $60, $80. The whole thing, basically $120 rounded, delivered to my door. And this is what would be considered a P bass, P standing for precision, a P bass design, which kind of strikes me as funny because the precision was named that because of how precisely it would play because of the fretted neck. Each note would be precise. With a fretless bass, no frets, it does like a smooth slide type thing like that. Very, very nicely. I'm going to have to tune this up, and I'll come right back. So I'm back. Tuned up. I haven't checked intonation and things like that, other than just a real brief once over. Close enough for what I want to do today. So a fretless bass. The sounds that they can produce are sort of like the big upright bass, double bass, doghouse bass. They've been called a few things. The acoustic, the great big acoustic bass. They can be sounds like that. The difference is it's just a kind of sound. The slides are smoother. There aren't any wah, 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 as you hit the different frets on a regular bass. The vibrato is different. It's a little bit more subtle, and it is similar to like somebody playing a cello. You can slide smoother, and it sounds cleaner going from note to note if you wanted to. The thing about the fretless bass is that you have to learn how to hear what you're doing. To be able to play in tune with a backing track or whoever you're playing with, that type of thing. And that's going to be something that is going to be a challenge for me to do. But on a $120 bass delivered to my door, I'm having such a hard time getting around that. For what I want is that sound occasionally. So I can kind of hear what's going on there. And for a beginner on a fretless bass, this is a remarkable instrument. The neck, as I mentioned, is a very, very satin finish, matte finish. It has almost no finish. I am using the little Glarry strap, and I probably won't use it very much. I just wanted to see what it was like. It holds the bass. This precision bass, the body is pretty lightweight, and it tends to be pretty neck heavy. I don't know about other precision basses, no idea, but I'm guessing that the body basswood is maybe lighter than alder, definitely lighter than ash, which sometimes some of those companies will use. But I think I'm going to be able to do okay. I'm going to have to really learn how to hear, how to be able to gauge how in tune I am with the rest of the track, or I might have to play through a tuner, in fact. At least initially, and during practice I will probably do that to teach myself to hear those notes being in tune, or play with a backing track that I am already aware of, maybe a guitar deal where I'm adding the bass, which I do quite often on some of my music. So, the Glarry Instruments Fretless P bass, I think it's a winner, especially for what I'm going to be using it for. I think it sounds nice. I love some of those sounds. I just have to make them in tune. I want to thank you very, very much for watching and checking out my new adventure in a different type of bass sound. We'll see how I do. We'll see how I do. Thank you so much. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe and click the little bell down over there so that you can be aware the next time I post a video. Sometime in the future, I'm going to be doing a music video featuring the fretless bass, and this will be the one. This is, for $120, this is remarkable. Thank you, Glarry Guitarists, for making affordable instruments for, as they say on their website, beginners, or for people that are just trying out a new instrument. Wonderful, wonderful. I haven't gone over this with a fine-tooth comb, but I mean the tuners don't look like they're extremely high quality. The bridge is not real thick material, but you know, it's doing its job. It's doing its job for now, and if this is truly a rosewood fretboard, that's a big plus over some of the other ones that might not be quite as hard. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am. Take care.